Welcome back. As we near the end of the summer season, sunflowers are starting to pop. Charlie and Sharon show us on this week's In the Garden.
Charlie, it's sunflower season. I love this time of year.
Yeah, late summer and the sunflowers are finally coming into their own.
Yeah.
And because we've had so much rain, you get really big plants and a lot more sunflowers. Just a little delayed.
That's
so
right.
They've been waiting for the sunny days like everyone.
I know.
So there's all different types of sunflowers out there. There are ones like this tall one here, like called limoncello, which is kind of nice. It's like a very pale yellow petals on it.
It's tall, but it's not one of those huge-headed ones.
Yes, exactly. A lot of the ones I'm growing here are what we call multi-headed ones.
Okay.
The big ones that grow straight up are the Russian mammoths. Those are the big ones you see in the fields, and you can roast the sunflower seeds from. And at the fair, the really tall ones at the fair. But these are multi-headed ones, and there's lots of different varieties, and they give you a lot more flowers, but they're just a lot smaller. That's all.
Yeah.
And this variety here is called Autumn Beauty. It's a mix of different ones, and it has beautiful burgundy kind of color to the petals, along with the yellow. There are white ones. There are some that have a little pink and white to them. We have on the other section of the garden. That's really beautiful. So, and they get tall ones, and you get some short ones. So you get all different varieties to grow. Now, what's great about sunflowers is that they give you so much pleasure, and you can cut them and bring them inside and use them as a place setting, as bouquets on a table. They're great for the birds, you know, once all the petals drop and the birds come through. And with that in mind, if you want to save the sunflower seeds of a variety you have, then this is the time of year you have to start thinking about it. And what you're going to do is find a sunflower that has dropped all its petals, and most of those flowers that are there, you can even rub some of those off, and you want to put a brown paper bag over it and just seal it up with some Velcro or some plant tie and just hold it there, and that's basically going to keep the birds off. And then,
right, that's when they like it.
Exactly. And then once the back head of that sunflower starts to brown a little bit, then you can cut it, bring it into a garage or a shed, and let it continue to dry. You can keep the bag on too. It'll drop its seeds, and then you eventually will just run your hand across it and all the seeds will come out.
Cool.
So you can save the seeds that way, or you can eat them a different way. And one way you can eat them is actually eating the flower buds. So you get these little buds like this one over here that you could see, and you pick it when it's about that bud stage. You steam it, add a little butter, a little salt, and I happen to have some right here, and you can take a little taste. And
I trust you so much.
I know you do. It's really nice of you to do that. And they have a flavor kind of like artichoke with a little sunflower kind of flavor to it. The butter and salt doesn't hurt, of course.
Right.
But they're pretty nice as a little snack.
That is good.
So if you have a lot of sunflowers and a lot of these little buds, you can just harvest them. You want to harvest while they're still tight, and you can just steam them, and there you go. You've got a little snack to have.
With these little sunflowers, you can't really eat the seed. I tried eating one of the seeds, and it was a lot of work to get the little seed out of them. So this is the best way to eat them.
This is a good way to eat them. Eat all the seeds while they're small and nice and tender.